What's up and welcome back to Gamers Digest. Here we are with the first episode of Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. As always, if you guys enjoy the episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get right into it. As you can see guys, we're starting a brand new game, so I'm going to go ahead and let the cutscene play, and I'll talk to you guys when it's done. Alright, so there we have it guys, the cutscene just finished, and as you can see, it was just a paper story. We're actually trapped on a ship, sailing the sea, and there's Link right there, or Trev, whatever you want to call him. And here we are, and I'm gonna go ahead and let this play out as well, and I'll see you guys once it's over. Just like that, guys, you saw Tetra get captured by the ghost ship, and we hopped on to try to save her, yet we were swept away in the storm and ended up on the beach. Now we're talking to Celia's grandfather. Let's see what he has to say. Hello, traveler. So your name is Trev. I am Oshu. I live on this island. Celia told me all about what happened to you. I also hear you have friends was taken by a ghost ship. I understand that you want to find the ghost ship, but you must not. But Grandpa, what are you saying? Trev's friend was carried away. Pure evil fills the sails of the ghost ship. It roams the seas in search, and no one has ever escaped. That's why we have to do something, Grandpa. Oh, mercy. And here we are just chilling, not really saying anything. We just nod our head a couple times, and the grandfather's essentially going to tell us, hey, listen, there's a guy over in the port east of here who's maybe going to be able to tell you about the ghost ship, and if you go find him, you got to figure it out. But there's only one problem with that. We have to make our way across town. And if you're looking at the map on the lower screen, you'll see there is a bridge right there. But we're going to end up running into problems. And I'll let you guys see what happens then. Hope you guys are excited for this series. I'm actually pretty excited to play. I think I played this game a while ago. I don't know if I ever beat it on the original DS. But I'm pretty excited to play. Zelda is probably top tier games ever created. Phantom Hourglass, however, I think it could be better, but we're about to find out, I don't think I ever beat it. So this is kind of mine and your opportunity to walk through it together. And as you can see, on our way to the bridge, what's going on? The ground just shook. It was another earthquake. There's been a lot of them lately. Not good, for sure. For sure, Celia. So we're going to go over here, and you're going to want to talk to this lady. And she's going to tell you that the bridge is now broken. Which is crazy, because there's, only one other way to town. And in order to go that way, you're going to need a sword. So as you can see right here, I'm running back to the way you would think you go when the bridge breaks. But when you walk up here, Celia's gonna stop you and say, look out, it's too dangerous. I don't have a weapon. So that kind of stops me right there in my tracks. And if you guys want to go ahead and talk to this guy, he'll ask you to clear his garden, and you're just gonna want to go ahead and do that. You just basically pick up the rocks and throw them. Nothing crazy. He basically tells you how to do it. So just go ahead and pick up each rock and just toss them. It is good to just always pick them up because, as you can see, they drop hearts and sometimes they drop rupees, which is pretty good. And this guy's kind of like a cheapskate. He gives you a green rupee, which is absolutely terrible. But he's also going to let you in on a little secret, alright? He's going to tell you to mark your map in the top right corner. And there's a little tree there that you can go ahead and knock into. And there's going to be a special surprise. So that's kind of how he makes up for only giving us 1 rupee, which is still terrible. But from here, you're going to want to go ahead, after you mark your map, of course, go ahead and walk on over to Celia's grandfather. And he's going to tell you, you shouldn't travel without a sword, this and that. And so let's go ahead and do that right now. The grandfather essentially just wants you to wait it out until the bridge is fixed. But we don't have that kind of time to wait, alright? We gotta find Tetra, aka the princess, Zelda. And, and Celia's kind of on the same page as us, right? She's like, alright, honestly, we gotta rebel. It's the only thing we can do. So you want to go ahead and pick up these barrels, just toss them. Make sure you pick up all the rupees you can. I thought maybe in this one you could pick up the grass, as you'll see here. I try to pick up the grass. In this one you can't. So you're going to want to head into here. And Celia's going to tell you that the code is the number of palm trees on the beach. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled and do it yourself, you can go ahead and count those and pause and come back. If not, I'm going to go ahead and count the palm trees, and I will be back when it is all said and done. Right here, I'm counting the palm trees. I thought there was some up there, but there wasn't. So we got about 4 on this side, and then another 3 on the other side. So I counted it to a total of 7 palm trees on the beach. So essentially, when you walk back over to the little cave over here, you're just going to want to head in and go ahead and write 7 on this board. But be very careful when you write 7. As you can see, I kind of did it with a little accent on the top, and it didn't accept it. So I was kind of confused for a second, but I put a regular 7, and the gate went ahead and dropped. So now, I toss these pots just to get extra rupees, and go ahead and get your sword. Oshu's sword. Just like that, first sword obtained. And Celia's kind of like, we got to keep it on the down low, right? We can't tell Grandfather. But guess who's waiting for us when we get out? And he's like, well, I can't stop you from going that way, but I might as well teach you how to use it. So I kind of sped that part up. And when he teaches you how to use it, basically, he walks you through everything, so it's not that bad. He just sets up some dummies in the house, and just go ahead and follow the on-screen instructions. And I sped it up here, as you can see. And, I am playing on an emulator, so swiping on the screen is quite difficult, but we'll make do. It's not too bad. I'm sure it would be easier on the physical device, but, I go ahead and break pretty much every single pot, even if it's in the house, just because I want the extra rupees. So now we're good and all set to head back to where we saw the monsters the first time. So we're going to head up this tunnel, or pathway I should say, and we're just going to go ahead and tap on them, and that murks them pretty easily. I do break some of the grass. The grass has rupees and hearts in it sometimes. You can also chop down trees, which I didn't remember, but it's good to know because you do need to chop down trees to get through here. And as you can see, there's a little statue right here. Go ahead and hit it, and it will drop you a tip. So it's just going to tell you to do somersaults, scribble on the edge of the screen, and that's how you're going to do somersaults. Not that important, but it is a good piece of information to know. So just continue making your way through. As you can see, boom, just chop down those trees. And now we're going to head into the first cave on our way to the town square. So we enter Mountains Passage. There's going to be some boulders. Just go ahead and toss them like you tossed them out of that guy's garden. And as you can see, we're coming up on a key. Alright. The first floor is not too bad. You're just going to have to go all the way to your right and fight off these guys. In all reality, you don't really even need to fight them, but again, they drop rupees and hearts, so it's worth the 5 seconds it takes. Go ahead and open up this chest, and you got a small key just like that. You're opening the first door. Not too bad. Just go ahead and tap on the door, and that will insert the key. Boom. You gotta love that Zelda music. A couple more guys here. Just go ahead and take care of all of them. I break the pots per usual. And I am voicing over this recording. Let me know if you guys want to see live commentary, if you are enjoying the voiceover. I figured for the first one I'll try voiceover because I always did live commentary. But I was like, maybe for this game, because there is a lot to, puzzles and things of that nature, maybe it wouldn't be the best to live com. And so that's why I'm doing a voiceover. So if you open up this chest, you're going to get a red rupee. which is not bad. I mean, you don't really need to come this way, but it's worth it. And we're just going to go ahead and check the other side, as you can see. And if you read that stone right there, it basically just says, tells you how to move the block, which I'm showing you right here. Go ahead and take out these bats. Honestly, the block was in my way when I was tapping, so pretty annoying. So I go ahead and move the block again. These bats, aren't going to kill you, so just take your time with them. And then when you walk into this room, I noticed the red handles. And at first I just pulled them in any order. I was like, oh, maybe they all got to be pulled within a certain time limit. But that was not the case. As you can see, if you pull it in the wrong order, some enemies spawn out, some snakes. So just go ahead and take care of these guys. One spawns at each thing. And then I was like, alright, maybe we'll go read this tombstone right here. And then it says first on the left is the first. And then last from the second is the first. Or last is 2. I wrote it down on the screen, so just go ahead and pull it in this order. 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. A little bit of a spoiler, but I figured I'd make it a little easier. So just go ahead and grab the key. And now you're moving on to floor number 3. So just go ahead, same thing, tap in the key. And I went ahead and erased the map just to clear it off. And as you can see, we got little rat creatures in here. And honestly, this part did give me some trouble. Because as you'll notice, there's one rat who has a key attached to him. And he runs through that little hole. And I knew there was a trick to it, right? I knew you weren't just going to be able to attack him. But, you always try, right? So I went ahead. I took out all the other rats without the key. And what you have to do is make sure you take out all the rats who don't have the key. And then you're going to want to take this block. And you're going to want to block the hole on this left side. And then you'll see he runs off to the right. And you're going to want to come around this corner, hide so he doesn't see you and get scared. And you kind of trap him in this room. First time I missed him, so just go ahead and do it again. Stand, you'll see him come out on the mini-map. And then trap him. And boom, just like that, you got the third key. And you've made your way out of the mountain passage. In a second, we're going to get a cutscene. And I'll just let it play out for you guys. But that's basically the first, I'd say, mini, not even dungeon, you can't even call it. Just a quick little intro to the game. A couple puzzles here and there. Nothing too crazy. And as always, I break the rocks. So, it is what it is. Up to 60 rupees, which isn't bad. I do get murked by these flying guys quite often, which is annoying. Boom. Alright. Pick up another heart piece right here, and we should get a cutscene right when we walk through, so I'll let that play. So as you can see, we've made it to the port, guys, and I think that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. I just went ahead and talked to the guy at the edge of the port on the dock, and that's it for episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are excited, make sure to drop a comment. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.